What's up, YouTube? It's Nasir, aka Nasir Invest, Nye Invest, however you want to say it. Um, so here's my first YouTube video, my first official. I know we did a little intro video. I am going to do a Q&A. So you guys put all the comment any questions you have about me, about what I do, about how I do it, and I'm gonna explain to you guys what it is that I do and how I go about doing stuff. Because there's a right way to do this wholesaling thing, I feel like, and then there's a wrong way to do it. And I'm gonna just show you guys how I do it. So basically, I do this thing called FSBO, which is for sale by owner, and it cuts out a long part of you're calling leads that you don't know if they're motivated. You don't even know if they want to sell. Like, I literally sat for months calling people, cold calling is one of the hardest things to do because it wastes so much time. Like, your days will fly. Like, this time time flies, and you want to hit people that want to sell. You know they want to sell, and it's just about getting them to that right price, keeping yourself in a price margin, and moving from there. So basically, how I like to do it is I like to be upfront with everybody about how I wholesale, about me being a wholesaler. I don't like lying to people. I don't think that that's the right way to go about it, because that's what gives us the bad rep that wholesalers have. Like, you tell people you're a wholesaler, they'll hang up the phone on you just because of that, because of how people are known for doing these sellers out here. So I do it a different way. I do it a couple of different ways. I might tell the seller that I'm doing a wholesaling outright. It might be a type of thing where I tell the seller that I'm going to be doing a JV in the deal, which is a joint venture, which I have someone who I do joint ventures on deals with, or however I feel as though that it's best to do it. I do it that way. So right now we're gonna focus on JV. So we're gonna go here for sale by owner, Indy. Zillow's the best place to do it at. This is where I go. Move this up a little bit. Make this a little bigger. Make it a little bit bigger so we can see everything. There we go. Okay. So first things first, you want to find a home. I've seen a lot of these homes already. Like, I've contacted a couple of these, majority of them, honestly, and so these are pretty familiar to me. Some better than others. We're typically looking. Well, I'm typically looking for homes that need some type of rehab, because if you're looking at a home that needs no rehab, they're gonna want market price for their home. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna want to sell below market price for their home. So you have to. So for me, I find it best to just find a home that needs. I'm sorry, I'm very congested right now. I find it best to find a home that needs some type of rehab. It doesn't have to be a major rehab or anything, but something that has just a little bit of something on it that needs some work. Price range doesn't really matter. You just want to find something that fits your criteria. Let's keep looking here. Alright, I'm back. I found a property. This one does not have any pictures. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,200 square footage. They want 174.1, which is really probably market price for this home. Yeah, they want exactly what Zillow's estimating. See, a lot of people will do that. A lot of people will look at just what Zillow's saying their house is worth, and just list it up there and see what they could get from there. We see that it was bought actually for 173. Oof. That was less than a year ago. Less than a year ago. So why do they want to get out of this home so quick is the question. Maybe that in itself is something that might be beneficial to us to learn about and to ask them. So let's run some comps on this property and see what it'd be worth after repairs. So what you want to do is, I normally just go with prop wire. It's a really good service just to get comps off of. Um, gotta do that. You want to copy the address there. Go here. Put it in. See if the owner is okay. Seems to be a regular homeowner. They only have one property. They have about 11,000 in equity in it. So this prop wire is saying that they have a mortgage on it, $167,000 mortgage on it. Hopefully it's not that high, and we can maybe work with them on it. They can work with us on the price. So it's a 3-1. How much square footage is it? 1,200 square footage, 3-1. So we want to find some comps that are around that. 3-1 square footage, 1375. That's not a bad comp. Let's pull this up. Let's see how this one looks. So this is really a 3-2. It sold for 182 back in 23. Okay, let's take that. Let's see. We could take that one for now. See where we go with it. This one sold 180, 3-1, 1,700 square footage. Let's see. This was pretty much recent. But yeah, way more recent. Recently sold. At least it says there. It says still off market. Let's see if maybe. Nope. It was not sold this year, so. You know, sometimes it does that. It'll have a place up here that it says it's sold recently, but if you just, that's why I go here and I pull them up on Zillow just to make sure everything is as it's supposed to be and as it says it is on PropWire. Excuse me. Keep looking. Sometimes comps can be the hardest part about it. This one's really good comp, 3-1, 1,500 square foot. So it's about 300 square footage more than the home that we have. So this is a good comp to say at least. Let's take these two comps. Okay, let's try to get 1 to 2 more. Which one was that, Bernie? All right, let's put that one down. This one sold 195. Let's see why that is. Maybe, let's see. It's a 4-2. This one sold 181. Let's see. This one seemed to had been flipped and sold. Maybe they just took it off of Zillow, or never updated it off of Zillow. Or it seemed like it was rented out. Actually, seems like it was rented out. So let's see. Let's keep looking. This is the most frustrating part, honestly, for me, is running the numbers on the property, because sometimes you're stuck looking like this, where you're just going in the circle of, we already looked at that one, where you're in a circle of like the leads aren't the best, but it just comes with it. You know, everything is not gonna be easy. Double tapped it. That out of there. This is a 4.2. I don't know why it's showing. They must have converted it during renovations. Okay, we got a 3.2 12 that sold for $18.89. It's not really a good comp for us, honestly, because being as though that it's a 3.2, it didn't. Actually, we can take that one. We can take that comp. What is that? 22.53. Okay. This 3.1, they might have converted this one also. Let's see why this one sold for so much. Messing up right now. I don't think I got a good copy of it. Try putting it right there. Close that out. This is a 3.3, so yeah, and almost double our, well, it is double our square footage. Yeah, almost double our square footage. So yeah, we're not gonna take that one. But we have 3 solid comps that are good enough. So let's see what this is telling us, that the home should be around $160,800. So then you look at them. Let's do the number in our head: 188.9 for 3.2 1,200 square footage, 189.9 for 3.1 1,500 square footage, and then 182 for 3.2 1,375 square footage. So I'd put this around a 3.1 1,200 square footage home. I'd put around 180. I'd say 180 is bottom barrel that this home can get, and I'd say the most it can get is probably in that 185 range. So let's write that down. Let's say the home can get us about 180 through 185 ARV, and we don't know how much it may need to get renovations, but for our number being our ARV being 180, they're wanting 174. That's not going to work for us. So what we're going to need to do is run the numbers and see. That's when they want 170. It's worth 174. 174.1. So let's put that in there. So, and basically what this is right here is, this is the instant offer calculator. I actually got this from someone that I've watched and learned a lot of information from, who is Jerry Norton. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's a pretty big wholesaler. He's in other ventures now, but he does still do wholesaling videos, and I learned a lot from a lot of different people, but I got some really good stuff from Jerry. So if you guys ever want to check someone else out and just to see where what the things I'm saying, how it compares on to somebody who's been doing it for a long time, it's he's a good person to go watch and see. So yeah. So basically, we're just gonna take we're gonna take how much these websites have the home worth. This one just says it was sold. Okay, so Redfin says 209,966, 209,966. I believe. Yep. So offer. They're saying we need to offer 100,000, and we need to sell this to a investor for 120. Steep margins, huh? How do we get this home buyer from 174,000 to 100,000 is the question, so that we can make a good a wholesaling fee. That's how you would typically look at it, right? How I look at it is, okay, if I'm working with the investor and the buyer, the investor being the buyer, the investor and the seller. If I'm working with the investor slash buyer and the seller at the same time, and I'm letting them know what it is that I'm doing, it'll make it a lot easier for me to get the seller to a investor price. And when I go to the investor, they can know that I have this repertoire with the seller, so that they won't feel like I'm trying to get over on the seller. Because I've had a lot of people who have told me that that's a lot of problem that they have with the wholesaler. Some people do not care, but a lot of people do, and some people do care. But let's give this owner a call and let's talk to them about the home. Let's let them know that we're gonna JV on this deal, which is a joint venture, as I've previously stated. A JV. We're gonna JV on this deal, and just let them know that we work closely with an investor, and we will be more than welcome, more than happy to pass this deal off to that investor, who is cash, and they close pretty relatively fast, within 5 days. And yeah, let's see what they say. Let's see if they take our offer, and we'll go from there. So type in this number, 04353. Let's give them a call.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Nasir Fullwood. Some people use Google Voice, and you just have to do that so it can transfer you over. It seems like they gonna answer, huh?
Hello, and thank you for calling Santa's Workshop, featuring the famous Shillitoe's elves. This walkthrough display in Marymount is very similar to the original Santaland experience that was located.
We're gonna give them another call. I typically only call once,
Please state your name
but for
after
the
the
video,
tone, and
I'll
Google
call
Voice will
twice.
try to connect you.
Nasir Fullwood. Ooh, doesn't seem like they're gonna answer here. So the next best thing that we can do is leave a message and hope that
Hello, and thank you for calling
the
Santa's
buyer,
Workshop,
the
featuring
seller,
the famous Shillitoe's
contacts
elves.
us back.
This walkthrough display in Marymount is very similar to the
It's
original
just their
Santaland
voicemail.
experience that was located in the Shillitoe's department store.
Make sure we
in
got
the
the number right.
1980s. We're delighted to share this information about our enchanting Christmas display with you. Here's what you need to know. You can find our magical Christmas display at 6940 Madisonville Road, right in the heart of Marymount. Next to LaRose.
This is like the worst part about it.
We are open
Sometimes,
the holiday cheer
you
starting
know,
on
I'll just shoot them a text, because that's a long ass voicemail. I'm gonna shoot them a text and just say, my name is Nasir Fullwood. I am an investor interested in your property. On Berryview. That's a nice word. Berryview Lane. Would like to speak to you about it, regarding your property, regarding it. Let's schedule a call. Let me show you guys this. So I just told them, make sure you guys can see it. I just told them, my name is Nasir Fullwood. I'm an investor interested in your property on Barberview Lane. Would like to speak to you regarding it. Let's schedule a call. So I'm gonna send that to them, and hopefully they give me a call back, and I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. But so basically on this video, you know, I ran through with you guys how to get a number, ARV, how to calculate an ARV on a property, which is the after repair, the value. I showed you guys how to calculate, how to use and get the offer. If you guys want this offer tool or any other tool that I have, the contract that I use, whatever that may be, the JV contract, the assignment contract, the buyer to seller contract, if you want to double close the seller to buyer contract as the seller, because you just bought the contract you bought the property from the original seller, and now you're the seller selling to the buyer. I have all those tools and resources. If you guys need them, just reach out, and I will send them through easy. No problem with that. I want you guys to eat just like how I want to eat, and we should none of us be hungry out here. But you know, this is just the harsh reality of wholesaling. Sometimes you run all your numbers and you give them a call and they don't answer, and all you can do is just shoot a text and go on to the next property. But yeah, that wraps up for the first video of Watch Me Wholesale. I'm gonna try to spice up this I don't know what to call it, but this series. I'll try to spice up this series and make it fun and make it interesting for everybody, and just give me any ideas and give me some feedback in the comment section below. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's go. Peace.